Hey everyone, this is Metalwargod with another video update. Used vinyl pickups from Fargo. Yeah, got a chance to get up to Fargo, North Dakota this past Friday. I believe it was February 12th. Finally get a chance to get up, go to a couple of used vinyl shops, and I made major scores, stuff that I used to have, stuff that I didn't have, stuff to fill in holes in my collection. And so let's start out. A classic album from 1980. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. Loverboy, self-titled album. Cranked this yesterday. Phenomenal. I can't remember. I don't remember how good this was until I heard it yesterday. Great stuff. Great hard rock from a Canadian band. Of course, Mike Reno on vocals, and of course, those not familiar, Mike Reno is also in another band called Moxie. He sang in Under the Lights, and so yeah, good Loverboy. Also, stepped into the record shop. First thing I see, Blue Oyster Cult Imaginos from 1988, an underrated gem, kind of a really dark, eerie cover to this, not really well known by a lot of people. I think those who do know of Blue Oyster Cult don't really classify this as one of their best, but I tell you what, it's not a bad album. Very, very cool. Of course, it has Astronomy on there, a different version of Astronomy, which is very, very good. But anyway, Blue Oyster Cult, first one I seen, picked it up, can't complain. I mean, for going in the first time in a while. So yeah, good stuff there. And surprised to really seeing this. Of course, many of you know that Paul Kantner passed away a couple weeks ago. And I seen this Starfighter with Paul Kantner and Gray Slick. This is a gatefold. This is on Grunt Records from 1971. And very, very cool. Of course, the Grunt label. And very surprised to actually see this here. Of course, those not familiar with Paul Kantner or Gray Slick, better known in, let's see, in Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship. Of course, you don't see this in there very often. Usually you would see, this is the liner notes, kind of a smaller version, and so very, very cool. I was glad to actually see this. And anyway, another great find. I was just happy to, again, find this. And haven't heard it yet, but I will. And, of course, going through there again, gotta have this. Some Deep Purple. The House of Blue Light. Of course, Ritchie Blackmore, Ian Gillan, Roger Glover, John Lord, Ian Pace. Pretty much the classic lineup, or at least one of the classic lineups. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Great stuff, great Deep Purple. And of course, this came out in 1987. Deep Purple, The House of Blue Light. And when I seen this, I didn't even have to think twice, because I didn't have it and I wanted it. And I mean, it's a great cover. Headpins. Very good stuff. I mean, Darby Mills, this came out in 1985. Of course, Canadian hard rock, female fronted, MCA Records. Great album find. And again, another one of those albums you really don't see too often. In fact, probably the first time I seen this in the bin. Of course, I don't get up there all that much, but when I do make a point to pick up as much as I can. And of course, this was one of them, and like I say, the Headpins from Canada. A band and an album I used to have in my collection, and finally found it again, KGB. Of course, those not familiar with KGB, it has Michael Bloomfield, Barry Goldwater, Carmen Apiece, Rick Gretsch, Ray Kennedy. Of course, Michael Bloomfield no longer with us. This is more of a bluesy hard rock, and this came out in 1976 on MCA, of course, KGB, better known as the Soviet version of the CIA in America. So, good album if you're into bluesy hard rock. I was at the second vinyl place, and I was just about ready to leave, and the owner wanted to show me some stuff in the back. Not related to vinyl, just some stuff that he had collected. He wanted to show me some mounts and stuff. Well, anyway, I was coming out and going around one of the sides, and out of the corner of my eye, I caught this. Girls' School. Cheap price, $5 for this. Screaming Blue Murder, one of their favorites. One of my favorites anyway, and probably one of their best. And I mean, really, just happened to be standing out there, not even in a bin that I was looking for metal in, and I found it. And it's in pretty good shape. I can't complain. Of course, on the Mercury label. And I mean, sometimes I'm just floored at how people let stuff like this go. And, you know, not wanted, but, you know, their loss is my gain. So, yeah, Girls' School. And very, very happy when I seen this there. And so the second place, I mean, I usually go to the metal bins right away, and they don't have a lot. Probably 100, 150, maybe 200 in the metal category. Came across this one, Pretty Maids. Probably their best work. Future World. Pricey. When I first seen it, I didn't pick it up. And I was about ready to leave. And I told the guy, I said, you know, I'd buy more of your metal stuff, but it's not cheap. So anyway, I picked it up. Future World. Pretty Maids. And another one I picked up, Heavy Patent. Another one of those in the bins that were in the metal bins, so I picked it up. Good stuff here. Heavy Patent. And some Helix. No Rest for the Wicked. And good stuff here. I gotta hurry up, my battery's going dead on me. Some Burning Star with No Turning Back with Jack Starr. Some Legs Diamond with Firepower. Good killer hard rock. And of course, then I found a Diamond is a hard rock. Great stuff here. And then, of course, earlier I was talking about Loverboy, of course. Mike Reno and Moxie, of course, I found this, Under the Lights, killer Canadian hard rock. Good stuff. Found some Carocus, The Blitz. I did have this. Good cover, great condition. Can't go wrong with it. And of course, I found Headhunter in Crocus. Both covers are in immaculate condition. And, well, this cover ain't, of course, Rainbow with Richie Blackmore, Roger Glover, Turner, and Rondinelli. Vinyl's good. Cover is kind of tore up a little bit, but still a good find. I had it. Finally got it back again. Saxon, Strong Arm of the Law, one of their classics. A surprise find, Big Bamboo, not metal, comedy, but what really makes it unique, still has a rolling paper. Unbelievable. Usually you don't find rolling papers in this version of Cheech and Chong's Big Bamboo. Got lucky and found it. And some Rabbit. Self-titled album out of the 80s, 70s. Let's see. 81, Rabbit. Check it out. Good stuff here. Some Cognac Hatch with Friction. I don't see this very often. Seen it there for like $3. Picked it up. Good condition. Album is not bad. Again, more Canadian hard rock. Last but not least, a band I used to have, an album I used to have, Atomic Rooster with Death Walks Behind You. Great stuff. I'm glad to get it back in my collection. And anyway, before the battery runs out, I always say keep it loud, keep it heavy, keep it metal. I will see you on the next used video album update. Take care, everybody.